Hey, welcome back. Happy hump day to everyone. And I just got home, got another package. This is a PSA box, so it's a PSA sub return. I know. This one's actually slightly different. It's a crossover. So these cards were actually from one of you guys, Paul, viewer. Thank you so much for following, obviously, and watching my videos, showing me support and stuff. But also thank you for sending me your cards to take a look at. But Paul had reached out to me back in November, asked if he could send me some cards. I said, sure. So he sent me like 30 cards or so, and we finally decided, he finally decided what we should grade and stuff like that. So I'm going to kind of give you guys an idea of what that process looked like. But we have a True 9 HGA that we sent, a 8.5 CSG that we sent, a 9.5 CSG that we sent, no subgrades, and a 9.5 RCG that we sent over. So we're going to get right into that. So first off, this is kind of what I did after I looked at the cards. I sent Paul a couple documents, and it's just a breakdown. So I'll read it to you guys. I'm going to pop it on the screen so you guys can check it out too. But it just says, Paul, thanks again for sending cards my way. Beyond flattered and really appreciate the support and trust. Who would have known that a YouTube channel that I started just to share my love for the hobby could really find ways to help others. So I'll just quickly summarize the 30 cards you sent for me to inspect. In a nutshell, it all really depends on what your objective is on these cards. If they're all for PC, well, just slab them. I tried my best to be neutral since we all have different reasons on why we collect, grade, buy, sell, etc. Overall, it wasn't bad. The way I typically look at cards is that if a PSA 9 can still net me a profit, I'd do it. If I can't, I don't. Most of the cards are ultra modern, as you know, and despite small flaws, they still have a significant chance in gemming. The only card that I'd advise against grading from the ones you highlighted green is the GMA10 Griffey. Biggest reason is that PSA's $15 special only applies to cards 96 and newer currently, and that would put the Griffey at a $30 grading by itself. The only other way to get the $18 grading fee is to have 9 other cards that are pre-96 to send to PSA. And a PSA 10 is hovering around $110, but the PSA 9s, you'd likely be eating 10 to 20 bucks. So the ones you did highlight green, here is the data on any that do have sales. This data always helps me justify what I want to do, and hopefully it helps you as well. So I sent him a whole list of the current PSA 10s and 9s for the cards that he highlighted. And those are ones that I strongly felt would be 9s or 10s. And that's why I only gave 2 options as far as PSA 9s and 10s. And then after that, we talked about it, and we decided that's what we were going to do. So going on to that, I'm going to flip this around so I can start the reveal. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for hanging with me through that letter, but we're going to look. Okay, so we're going to go through each card here, and once again, this is for Paul, and I'm going to flip through so you guys can see the cards and stuff like that and see the notes that were originally entered on Instagram. So first card is the Panini Tyreek Hill. This is numbered 6 of 10. It's a gold. I think it's from the National. I'm not sure. But I looked at this one, and I'm going to pull the picture up here so you guys can see. But simply the notes just say, clean surface, minor blemish, was able to remove. Top back left edge wear was significant. 2 corners, top back left and right, had a little bit wear. I thought it was going to be a PSA 9. So as you guys can see from the photos, you get a really good idea of where the blemishes are. I know there's some companies out there right now trying to give you guys notes, but all it says is edge wear, corner, something stupid, and you don't really get a good idea of what you're looking at or why it got what it did. So I'm trying to be a little bit more specific while also keeping in mind like my personal time. But so the first card, this is number 6 of 10. I thought it was going to be a PSA 9, and we got a PSA 9. Cool. All right. Second card, it is the Jalen Waddle. This is a green pulsar. And the notes that I put on it, and here's the pictures again. I put surface blemish is a print blemish though, so you cannot remove it. It says cannot be removed. Minor, so they might not ding you for it, as it's hard to find. 3 back corners have a little bit of fuzz. I thought it was going to be a 50% chance it was going to end up being a PSA 9. And whenever in my notes I put whether it's 25, 50, 75% PSA 9, there's that high chance of a 9 because of the fact that PSA is the only company out there that also grades on eye appeal. That's why a lot of folks send cards that are not perfect over to Beckett, just because you can still get 3 9.5 subgrades and a 9 and still get a gem. So this one, 50% PSA 9, Jalen Waddle. And we got a 9 as well. So there's that. Next card we're going to look at is the Obsidian Lightning Strikes, Jerome Bettis. This is an autograph. This one I just put horizontal scratch to the right of the sticker auto, about 1/2 inch. So here's a picture of that. You can see it. That one I was able to kind of reduce it, but it's still very apparent. On cards like that, like I said, it kind of makes it a little bit tougher also. Like on the back side, I believe there were some significant scratches too, but not bad. But at the same time, 50% chance this was going to be a PSA 9. We got PSA 9. Okay. Next card in the set is a Bowman Chrome Austin Riley first. This particular card, the notes say 1/4 inch vertical scratch by the helmet. I reduced it. Back bottom right edge wear, minor paper loss, good corners. 25% chance this was still going to be a PSA 9 because of that scratch as far as eye appeal goes. And we got, you guys can take a look at the pictures. We got a PSA 9. Okay. Next card here. This is the 2006 Topps Justin Verlander rookie. My notes just said would be surprised if it didn't get a PSA 10. I put 100% PSA 10. And I didn't have any other pictures because it actually looked really good. This one got a gem, PSA 10. Okay, next card in the set here. This is a Topps Now Julio Rodriguez rookie. He had 2 of these. First one I put, as far as notes go, says small surface scratches above the head. Removed what was possible, and it's very faint at this point. 25% chance PSA 10. And we are going to take a look at that. And still 9, PSA 9 on this one. Okay. Next one, J-Rod again. It's the same exact card. The notes on this one said surface scratches left side under armpit. Remove vertical scratch on the left side of the card. It was the length of the card. And 25% chance PSA 9. And we got a PSA 10 on this one. So as you guys can see, it's about like understanding the flaws, because it's really hard to find a perfect card out there. This Verlander was one of the few that I couldn't find anything wrong with it. But most cards, you're going to see stuff no matter what. It says PSA 10, BGS 10, doesn't matter. You're going to find stuff. It's just a matter of understanding the tolerance. Next card here, this is the RCG 9.5 Jalen Hurts Optic Hollow. This is rookie. It was a 9.5 corners, 10 edges, 10 surface, and 9.5 centering. My notes, I put minor surface dimple to the middle right of the card where the T is. So there's a picture. There's also a smudge on the top, but easily cleaned up. Clean that one up. I think it was a thumbprint. So 25% chance. I thought it was going to be a PSA 9. It's hard because the blemish, I believe, on the surface was a dimple, but it's very minor. It's like pinhole. So you never know. And this one we got gem in 10. Awesome. So RCG, I think I'm like 9 for 9 for RCG crossovers, just to throw that out there. They've been really good. Next one is a Desmond Bain. This was actually a CSG 8.5. So we're going to try and see if we can get this bumped up a little bit. So on this one, the notes I had, surface had minor thumbprint on the top of the card, also a vertical print line on the back, but PSA is somewhat lenient on the back in comparison to the front. Was able to smooth out the top back right corner to make it somewhat crisp using Kurt's Card Care's tool to kind of just like rub out a corner. So this one I thought had a 50% chance after that of getting a PSA 9. This was a CSG 8.5, and we got a PSA 9. Cool. Next card here. This is a Jalen Hurts Mirror Blue. This one's numbered. I don't remember what's numbered to. But this was a CSG 9.5. So hard part about the old green labels, I know everyone thinks they graded hard. I didn't have that experience. I thought they graded too easy, especially when there's no subgrades. You can't tell anything. But this was a CSG 9.5. I put a minor surface scratch about 1/4 inch horizontal in the middle right side of the card. See the picture. I was able to remove the other 2 pinhole blemishes. 25% chance still a PSA 9, I thought, because one of the surface blemishes cannot be removed. Got a PSA 9 on this. Okay. And then we got, this one was the HGA 9. So it got 9 for everything. 9 corners, 9 edges, 9 surfaces, 9 centering. My notes that I sent to Paul before we sent it in is that Subgrades 9 times 4. Quote, card was undergraded by HGA in my opinion. It should be a PSA 10. 100% PSA 10 is my thoughts on that one after looking at it. And we got a PSA 10. There was literally nothing wrong with this card outside of top to bottom centering. That was my opinion, and it was still within the threshold of PSA 60/40. So, rare occasion, or a lot of occasions, you'll find that. So just keep an eye out for cards that look better than they graded. Buy the card, not the grade, right? All right, and the last card from this crossover and Paul sub is a Bryce Harper rookie, Bowman Chrome. This one had a small vertical scratch about 1/3 inch to the left of his helmet. 2 pinhole print dimples is noted in pics as well. 50% chance this was going to be a PSA 9. And we got PSA 10. Nice. So, did a little bit of TLC on a lot of these cards, cleaned it up, did what I could to help kind of bump up grades if possible, and we were pretty spot on with this. So I appreciate you, Paul. Thank you so much. For those of you that want to send me stuff, feel free. Just email me on, or DM me. Sorry, I'm old. DM me on Instagram if you'd like. If you have questions and stuff like that, happy to answer that. But I do hope that seeing some of these notes and then seeing the results helps you guys understand a little bit more of what to look for. The reason your card is PSA 9 sometimes is not because it's OC. So if you have any questions on this, once again, feel free to reach out. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Paul, so much for just taking the time and also just sending me your stuff. And then hopefully we'll do another round here for you. But have a wonderful day, guys. Thanks. Subscribe if you like this content, and we'll keep this going.